This is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. In this video, I want to talk about what I call SUBSCRIBE or staircase up, elevator down concept. And what this is pretty much tries to highlight this idea that gains take a while on the other hand, we can see a tremendous drop in quick action, very unproportional. In other words, takes a long time for the gains and takes pretty much what seems like no time to lose valuable gains. And that's just something those trading the markets have to deal with. I don't think there's a way to prevent this from, being part of your experience, but it is how the market pretty much responds to movement higher and movement lower. Now here we can see a good example of a stock that has dropped for the month, down about 22%. Keep in mind, at some point in the month it was higher. On hindsight, we can see now this is looking like a reversal area based on uniformity. We can see if we take this line here, another line showing on hindsight a reversal area. We are seeing a sizable drop as we move below 50. That's something we also are always on the lookout for. Now this is all data monthly. Here we can see on the weekly that it took us almost 8 to 9 weeks to move from here to the highs there, and it's taken us 3 days to move from here to the current lows, and pretty much very quick sell-off. If you take a look at this 2-year weekly chart, this is why sometimes it's always good to look at historical behavior. You're going to see that this stock has a tendency of huge drops. And this is something to always try and avoid, stocks that show this type of behavior. Huge drops, pretty much out of nowhere. And here we can see another drop. We can see on hindsight, this turned into a failed breakout, perhaps one of the warning signs before the major drop. A failed weekly breakout there. Another side observation, we are dropping below 50, hence the huge weekly drop. If we take a look at the daily, we can see, maybe we can say on hindsight, remember I say hindsight because these things happen very quickly. Take note of where the stock opened. It gapped up, and pretty much the gap up was the high. And since that gap up and a high, pretty much what has happened is it gapped up from here, opened right there, and since then, in about 3 days, it's given up 8 to 9 weeks of gains. And of course, we can see that that also corresponds with a failed daily breakout based on the previous daily closing highs here. So there were some sell signals, especially the failed breakout was a warning sign. Notice also after this failed breakout where the RSI was trading. So clearly this was negative divergence. Lots of red flags. But the key here is, as market participants, unfortunately, there is no way to avoid this phenomena where you have staircase up, unfortunately, elevator down. And that is pretty much something we have to deal with. Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. I see.